down. Up.
It's not raining.
No.
No.
That's a wonderful blessing. Well, I would say good afternoon to the Davidson family, her girls in the neighborhood are here, and some neighbors. And I wanted to say to you, thank you for inviting me to your mom's home and being part of this. I just thought how interesting it is, of all the things we can't do with COVID, this is the one thing we can do. She got her wish because she wanted to be at home and be amazing. So anyway, she did get that, and that's nice. There's just a few things I would like to touch on before we begin, though. I would like us to just bow our head for a moment of quiet. Just quiet your mind. Well, I love her big long name. Her name is bigger than she is. Shirley Jean Ellis, and it was Boyce, right?
Yeah.
Born back in 1936. Lived down in Percy Boone, and she did have a brother. I saw that. But the thing that stands out to me in her childhood was the fact that she was raised by a single mom, and that's only important because it was so unusual then. You know, we're so used to it now, but it certainly wasn't the norm then. And growing up must have been very difficult. Must have had some terribly tough moments. Anyway, essentials, but not the extras, which is not an easy life. She was smart, you said. She was a good student, able to do some tutoring and help Chuck, you said, get into university. What a good thing. Taught down at Sir James Whitney School for the Deaf in Belleville. I particularly like this, and I was thinking about her being so smart. Her love of doing the crossword puzzles and the Sunday crossword puzzles, because the ones with the week were too easy. Oh boy. Oh, that's so funny because I wouldn't do any of them, period. Anyway, she liked the challenge. And I was reading on the comments on the website about her being called the First Lady of Davidson's. So that says to me she certainly was a big part of that. And I'm not from Campbell originally, so I don't really remember the Davidson dealership being down on the corner by the TD Bank or in that area. But I've been in that little stone house anyway. But I like that, the First Lady. Moving out to Saskatoon Street, certainly been right in her bailiwick, wasn't it? Gave her access to walking in the park. Walking starting at 4 or 5 in the morning. Well, it's still dark, a little bit beyond my comprehension, but you know, I guess if you like to walk alone and it's quiet, you're going to get it done. Anyway, for years, too, apparently she used to stop and pick up some of the wild grapes until somebody put a stop to that. I guess a park is considered maybe private property.
They didn't stop it.
They didn't stop
No,
it.
they didn't.
She just did it when she didn't get caught. I like that. That's even better. I like the fact that she wasn't just a fair weather walker. She liked to walk in the winter if someone would go out with a snowmobile and pack down the trail that she walked in too. And walking in Ferris Park came to a little bit of an end when she either saw a bear or heard a bear or thought she saw a bear. And then she started walking around the canal. Twice around the canal, Elizabeth. That's a big walk. Anyway, gardening was an absolute passion of hers. And twice the home was on one of the garden tours, which was really nice, one of the IOD garden tours. And on the Christmas tour, you wouldn't see the gardens then, but you'd certainly see the house. And the nice thing about those tours is it gives people other people ideas of things they can do. So it's fun. Several things she particularly enjoyed: reading, walking, and gardening. Then as she aged, of course, these things are taken away, as they are for a lot of people. A fall, her eyesight, it all contributed to her life becoming smaller, so that there were fewer things that she could do. It becomes more difficult when that happens, for sure. But one thing that stands out more than anything else in the few minutes I talked yesterday was her family. Most important, her family, her girls, the girls that came in and helped look after her, and a few close friends. And these are the people she loved and loved her in return. But not only that, made it possible for her to be able to stay at home. And that in and of itself is such a gift. And blessings on you for being able to do that for your mother. It has been said that love is not written on paper because we can erase it. It's not even etched on stone because you can break a stone. But it's inscribed on our heart and we carry it with us forever. So, and love isn't, by the way, just reserved for family either. In the book of Ecclesiastes in the Bible, we are told there is a time for everything under the sun. There is a time to be born, and there is a time to die. And also over in Psalm 139, we're told that the number of our days has been recorded before one of them even came to pass. And that is God's time. We don't know when that's going to be for any of us, but I do find comfort in the fact that that is in God's hands and it's taken out of ours, and somehow or other it does make it a little bit easier, doesn't it? Anyway, this lady lived a good life. She lived a good life. She was loved, she lived well, she was well loved, and she now gets to rest. Now, I would like to read you the words from the hymn in the United Hymnal called "In the Bulb There is a Flower." In the bulb there is a flower, in the seed an apple tree, in cocoons a hidden promise. Butterflies will soon be free. In the cold and snow of winter there's a spring that waits to be unrevealed until its season, something God alone can see. There's a song in every silence, seeking word and melody. There's a dawn in every darkness, bringing hope to you and me, from the past or from the future. What it holds? A mystery unrevealed until its season, something God alone can see. In our end is our beginning. In our time is infinity. In our doubt there is believing, and in our life, eternity. In our death, resurrection, and at last a victory unrevealed until its season, something God alone can see. And I just think what a wonderful thing that she is in God's hands with the whole life was. I would like to close with prayer if you would actually, I'm going to, as my closing prayer here, I'm going to say the Lord's Prayer. You are welcome to join me if you wish. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever. Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Anne. Is there anyone from the family that wanted to say anything before we leave? Okay. I would ask at this time, members of the family, if you would like to say your final farewells, and we will proceed to close Mom's casket when you're ready to do so. Please take a few moments if you wish.
I was going to say something to him if you were there. You know she'd be rad.
Folks, if you'd excuse us for a few moments, we're going to take the opportunity to remove her rings, her watch, and her bracelets for the family to keep, and we'll be closing her casket at this time.
Go find the cards if you want.
Well, we found her spot.
Careful there.
That's where she fell and broke her shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually, now you're standing right on the spot.
Come on over here.
That's what those deck works.
I'll just sit still.
Yeah. We have the teacup. Tim, we have the teacup. It's just a jewelry teacup.
Butterflies? That's
Doesn't everybody
perfect.
keep their jewelry in a teacup?
That's what I would do. Butterflies and hearts. Polka dot.
Could I ask our pallbearers to come with me first, please, and the rest of the family to follow behind?
Yep. Okay, come on.
Where's CJ?
Yeah, you and I can get together.
Sure. Yeah. CJ, you got to come up and get in line up with Dave and.
All right. Dave took direction very well. Come here, bud. Watch your step there.
Just take that from where it's coming from.
The guy who can't walk. Yeah.
Dave. Doing all right, sir?
Yep. What's that? Good? You're perfect.
Very nice.
Yep. You good? Thank you very much, fellas. If you want to just come back and we'll get all of your family up here, okay?
Yeah.
Folks, if you want to come up a little closer for us.
We go down. You guys spent more time over than all.
Well, these are Jesus' words. I am the resurrection and the life. He who believes in me, though he die, yet shall he live. And whoever lives and believes in me shall never die. So let not your hearts be troubled. Believe in God, believe also in me. And in my Father's house are many rooms, and if it were not so, would I have told you that I go to prepare a place for you? And when I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again, and I will take you to myself, that where I am, you may be also. So today, we come to commit Shirley's body to the ground. We know that Jesus' words are true. That where he is, she's with him. And we bring her to this particular resting place, but we do this with reverence. Reverence for a body, a life. Her life was unique. She was a beloved personality, and here she will rest. I would like to give you an opportunity. I'm going to step back and not fall. I'd like to give you an opportunity, if you're comfortable with it, to come up and place your hand on. I know you've got some roses that you're going to leave. For two reasons I would like to give you this chance. Number one, this is your last physical contact with Shirley. Secondly, you leave something of yourself with her if you place your hand on here. So I'm going to step back and let you have some time.
At some point, they could be handing out roses for people.
Okay, fine.
There's lots of flying. He opened the green Jerry. Come on, you and I to go together. Look at your face.
Do that at the end.
Okay. Well, my final words before I close in prayer. By the way, is everybody finished? Give you a chance. Okay. As we leave this place, I want to say that we do it with thanksgiving. Thanksgiving and not regret. Thanksgiving for every day of her life. Thanksgiving for how she impacted your life. The things that you've done for her, the things that she did for you, all of that. That's what you want to remember. You might be touched, you might be sad, but remember, you're her legacy. You're the keeper of her memories. That's something that she's entrusted you with, and hold dearly to them. She's lived well, that is for sure, and what she experienced during her life is something that is just never going to be taken away. So, I would like to close with prayer, if you would bow your head, please. Heavenly Father, we do come in thankfulness for every day that was allotted to Shirley's life. She's gone from this earth, and now it's her family that is going to need your grace, your presence, your peace, your blessing on their lives as they learn to live without her. I ask that you would speak peace into their hearts as they go forward, holding on to the wonderful memories they have. And I just want to thank you for hearing our prayer and caring so much that you will speak to each one of them in the way they need to hear your voice. Thank you for being with us. Amen. Can I help with that?
I'll do that.
announcement first.
Okay. Okay.
So ladies and gentlemen, this does bring our time to a close here at the cemetery for Shirley. And again, I can't thank you enough for coming together as just immediate family to lay her to rest today. We have some roses, which we are going to hand out to every person here. And the intention is that you get to send a rose with her. You're also going to receive a rose when you leave. And we'll hand that out after you have laid your rose. So we encourage you to lay this on top of her casket. And when everybody's had the opportunity, I'm going to remove the spray of flowers from her casket. And we're going to just take a moment and reflect. And we're going to lower her into the vault that's here now. And then at that point, you can proceed back to the house and continue your remembrance. So I'm going to take an opportunity to hand these out.
Thank you.
You want to put them? I think it's just on top wherever.
Yeah, put them on top and they'll just go into.
We'll see how
You might be able to.
I can find another rose.
Of course. Just like the food at the baby shower. Rather have too much than not enough.
I'm going to give you the prettiest one. That's your help. Oh, and I didn't count
Thanks,
right.
Jim.
Yeah, 3 more. Thank you.
But the ones you get to keep right now.
It's really something. So I encourage you at this time to come forward, lay your rose on top.
So appropriate for someone that loves flowers.
Watch your step. Mom would not approve of your footwear.
Although she would be here in the same shoes.
And if you could hand out the roses for everybody's keepsake, please.
But my brother's at home sick.
That never works.
And this is jelly bean?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So folks, as we bring our time to a close, I would ask at this time, if you would like to bow your heads, you're welcome to. If you wish to be a part of sharing that last memory as we lay Shirley to her final place of rest. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Take the opportunity to take your last few moments. And again, thank you for allowing us to be a part of your day today as you have said goodbye to one of the higher generations in your family. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Sure.
Thank you.